Nia Jax devastated as Charlotte Flair qualifies for ladder match after Jade Cargill attack. Nia Jax has now been screwed out of a title opportunity not once, not twice, but by two different women in 2 different weeks, and somehow she still has not won the argument, the match, or her sanity. If you thought getting robbed once was rough, try getting robbed twice by the same storyline with 2 different culprits, because that is exactly the nightmare Nia Jax is currently living through on SmackDown. Before we get into the chaos, the powerbombs, and the absolute betrayal that is rocking the SummerSlam build, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell, because Wrestling Rush News is about to break down why Charlotte Flair keeps getting handed golden tickets while Nia Jax keeps getting handed disappointment. Let's rewind the tape. WWE had a plan. Rhea Ripley was supposed to walk into SummerSlam as champion, but an injury sidelined the Eradicator, forcing WWE to pull the emergency lever and create an interim WWE Women's Championship, decided in a 5-way ladder match. Think of it like a group project where the main contributor gets sick right before the deadline, and now 4 other people have to scramble to save the grade. Except in this version, the stakes are a championship belt, and the scrambling involves steel chairs. The qualifying matches kicked off, and Tiffany Stratton, competing practically in her home state ahead of SummerSlam, blitzed through Jacy Jayne with the prettiest moonsault ever after her women's tag team champion allies cleared out the rest of Fatal Influence from ringside. 1 spot locked in. Simple, clean, no drama. That is where the simplicity ends, folks, because everything after this got messier than a backstage catering table after a Brawling Brutes lunch break. The next spot was supposed to go to whoever won Nia Jax vs Jade Cargill. This was shaping up to be an absolute war of a match, a genuine heavyweight collision. But Charlotte Flair had other plans. Still nursing a grudge from Jade Cargill and the baddies laying out Alexa Bliss, Charlotte sprinted into the ring and blasted Cargill, causing the referee to call for the bell. Disqualification. Jade Cargill wins by walkover. And just like that, Nia Jax's opportunity evaporated, not because she got beat, not because she got pinned, but because Charlotte Flair decided to settle a completely unrelated score at the worst possible time for Nia Jax. Picture spending months training for a marathon, only for someone to trip a rival runner right in front of you, and somehow you are the one who gets disqualified from the race. That is the level of cosmic unfairness Nia Jax was dealing with, and she was livid. She stormed up to Adam Pearce, the acting SmackDown general manager, and demanded another shot. Pearce, feeling generous, granted her a rematch, this time against Charlotte Flair directly. Finally, Nia Jax thought, a straight shot at redemption. And for a while, it looked like fate was actually cooperating. Nia Jax came out swinging like a wrecking ball let loose in a china shop, using her power advantage to dominate Charlotte Flair from bell to bell. Charlotte, ever the crafty veteran, fought back by targeting Jax's legs, trying to cut the giant down piece by piece, like chopping at the base of a tree instead of trying to push the whole thing over. It was physical, it was intense, and it was building toward a genuinely explosive finish. Then, in one of those signature Charlotte Flair moments of pure audacity, as Jax climbed the ropes to unleash the Annihilator, Flair somehow found the strength to hoist her off the middle rope and connect with a thunderous powerbomb. Nia Jax kicked out. The drama would have been enough on its own, but wrestling never settles for enough. Because right on cue, here comes Jade Cargill, strolling to ringside with M. Looking to finish the business Charlotte started the week before. Charlotte, to her credit, fought them off like she was swatting away a swarm of hornets, taking out B-Fab and Michin before turning her attention to Cargill and blasting her right in the face. But Jax pounced on the distraction, setting up for the Samoan drop. Flair somehow slipped free, only to eat a shot from Jade Cargill, and the referee once again had no choice but to call for the disqualification. Let that sink in for a moment. Nia Jax was rolling. Nia Jax was dominant. Nia Jax did not get pinned, did not tap out, did not lose clean in any conventional sense. She got disqualified out of her own opportunity for the 2nd consecutive week because Charlotte Flair keeps ending up in the crosshairs of Jade Cargill's revenge tour. If this were a boxing match, it would be like getting your title shot cancelled because someone else started a bar fight in the parking lot. And to rub even more salt into the wound, after the bell rang and Flair was declared the winner by disqualification, Cargill, Michin, and B-Fab swarmed Charlotte and left her laid out with a devastating jaded finisher, right in the middle of the ring, an emphatic exclamation point on an already chaotic night. Charlotte Flair is heading to SummerSlam. Jade Cargill is heading to SummerSlam. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green have punched their tickets too. That leaves one final spot up for grabs, and Nia Jax is left standing in the wreckage, furious, unbeaten in the technical sense, and yet somehow 0 for 2. Whether Nia Jax finally gets her fair shot before SummerSlam, or whether WWE decides her redemption arc needs one more gut punch, is still hanging in the air. What is clear is that this interim women's championship ladder match is shaping up to be one of the most chaotic, star-studded stories heading into SummerSlam in years. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.